All right, we're glad to be back studying the Sabbath School lesson, and we are on lesson 7, specifically talking about the foundations for prophecy. So as we jump right in, prophecy doesn't begin with beasts or trumpets. It begins with a throne. With angels shouting, "Holy, holy, holy," it begins with smoke, glory, and one man trembling before the voice of the Lord. This week in Foundations for Prophecy, we're stepping into the fire, not to be burned, but to be refined. Because the clearer you see God, the louder you hear your calling. So as we go right into Sunday, the "Here I am, send me" proclamation, Isaiah sees the throne of God, and suddenly he's undone. He doesn't praise, he panics. "Woe is me, I'm a man of unclean lips," he says in Isaiah chapter 6. But God doesn't leave him there. A seraph touches his lips with a coal from the altar, and that hot mercy makes him holy. Then God says, "Who will go for us?" And here it is. Isaiah says, "Here I am, send me." You see, before God sends you to speak, he touches the part of you that feels most unqualified. So let us know in the comments. Send me. Just type it out, "Send me," if you'd like for God to send you out into the purpose that he has for you. On Monday, the 2 cherubim in Genesis chapter 3 shows cherubim guarding the way back to Eden, not to trap us, but to preserve a place of hope. Those same symbols appear on the Ark of the Covenant, God's mercy seat, and later in Revelation chapter 4. Cherubim again surround his throne. These aren't just decorations, they're invitations to redemption. Wherever God reigns, mercy stands on both sides. See, the takeaway is that God's throne is guarded not to keep you out, but to bring you in through grace. And we see it in Genesis 3, Exodus 25, a lot of these descriptions. You see mercy on both sides. And on Tuesday, moving right along, you have the title is like burning coals of fire. In Ezekiel, you see creatures full of eyes and wings and fire. Daniel saw something similar. So did Isaiah, so did John, and they all say the same thing. He is holy. In Ezekiel 1, he describes wheels and flames and a radiant throne, but the centerpiece is always worship. The fire around the throne isn't about destruction, it's about transformation. It's about refinement. It's about bringing back to what God has always intended to be. And on Wednesday, the title really is God Among His People. In Numbers chapter 2, it lays out Israel's camp formation. The tabernacle is in the center. Tribes surrounding it, banners flying, lion, ox, eagle, and man. This sounds familiar? That's Revelation chapter 4. And what does it all say? That God never wanted to be distant. He planted himself in the middle of their lives. God's greatest desire is to dwell not above us, but among us. And whenever he is above us, it's to protect us. It's to dwell with us, that his tabernacle is Jesus dwelling with us. We see that in the end times. On Thursday, the fall of Lucifer, we see that he started as a covering cherub, close to the throne, created in glory. But Isaiah 14 and Ezekiel 28 shows us what happened. He looked away from the throne and started looking to himself. He said, "I will" what? "Ascend." But heaven said, "You're cast down." The contrast that with Revelation 14, where you are called to stand on Mount Zion, where Lucifer fell. God is replacing what fell with people who rise, not because they have made it in a way, but because they are redeemed by the one who is able. In both Ezekiel 28 and Revelation 14, you see this story unfolding. Finally, Friday wrapping up, the throne is the launch pad. Heaven isn't just about halos and clouds. It's a sort of a war room, a mercy seat, a mission center. And right now, God is still asking, who will go for us? Will you go? Will you reflect his glory like the cherubim? Will you say yes, even if your lips are trembling? You don't need to be fearless. You just need to be faithful, to believe in the one who can accomplish everything at the right time. If this week has lit a fire in your soul. Don't let it go dim. Keep praying and asking for God to guide you through this. And next week in lesson 8, the Lord reigns. We'll talk about what happens when the throne moves from heaven into daily life. Until then, burn bright. Worship Him who is worthy to be worshiped. If you accept it and you claim it, you have been forgiven. As we close here together, let us know in the comments, what was your takeaway from this remarkable lesson that we have been studying? We have been going deep into the illusions and the images and the symbols, into how to study Bible prophecy. Prophecy is about a promise that was made, about a promise that was kept, about a God who loves us, who comes through for us even when the whole world could care less about how we feel and how we live. May God be with you because He is for you. May you accept His power into your life right now. We'll see you next.